The following content this episode is owned by Best Galaxy Australian Studios. Re-uploading episode for without permission will be strongly prohibited. This is Best Galaxy Australian breaking news, Wednesday, 24 of May 2023. Good evening, welcome to Best Galaxy Australian breaking news. My name is Galaxy Australian Guy aka Best Galaxy Australian. A 95-year-old great-grandmother has died in hospital as the police officer who allegedly tasered her at an aged care facility was charged with 3 offences. Senior Constable Christian White, 33, is due to appear in court for the offences of assault occasioning actual bodily harm, common assault and recklessly causing grievous bodily harm, which can carry a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. He is due to appear at Cooma Local Court on the 5th of July. Claire Nowland was allegedly tasered by police after she was found armed with a steak knife in her home at Yellumby Lodge Aged Care Facility in Cooma. Russia and China have agreed to deepen investment in trade services, promote agricultural exports and boost sports cooperation, as Mikhail Mishustin, Russia's Prime Minister, signed a set of bilateral agreements on a visit to Beijing. Mishustin is the highest-ranking Russian official to visit Beijing since the start of the war in Ukraine. In March, China's leader, Xi Jinping, visited Vladimir Putin in Moscow in a show of support for his dear friend. China has claimed to be a neutral mediator in the war in Ukraine, but China and Russia have pulled closer together since the start of the invasion. Mishustin's visit, where he met 11 and the Chinese Premier, Li Qiang, came after G7 leaders called on Russia and China to be more transparent about their nuclear arsenals. On Tuesday, Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister said the G7 statement was designed to exert psychological and military political pressure on Russia and China. Okay guys, that's all for the host. Here's from the co-hosts in the president of BGABN.
News 3, Moscow has claimed it repelled an attack on Russian soil led by Ukraine-aligned militias, who have insisted their campaign is continuing. The governor of Russia's Belgorod region, which borders Ukraine, announced on Tuesday evening that he was cancelling a counter-terrorism regime that introduced restrictions tantamount to martial law, while claiming Russia's defense ministry and security agencies were still engaged in a mopping-up campaign. The Russian Defense Ministry earlier claimed to have trapped and liquidated units of anti-Kremlin Russian fighters who have said that their goal is to liberate their country from Vladimir Putin. The Russian Defense Ministry released videos that it claimed to show artillery and bombing strikes targeting members of the 2 units, the Russian Volunteer Corps and the Freedom of Russia Legion. Those videos could not be independently verified. They included an airstrike on a building that appeared to resemble the Gravorin border outpost, where the militias had uploaded video that included a Russian border guard lying in a pool of blood.
Территория Министерства обороны силовыми структурами, но возвращаться пока в свои дома. Я сейчас обращаюсь к жителям Грavorinского района, которые, спасибо вам большое, покинули свои жилые дома. Временно пока не стоит. Мы сразу сообщим, и я сообщу в своих социальных сетях, и главы местного самоуправления доведут информацию, когда будет безопасно. Есть информация о том, что в тех населенных пунктах, в которые зашел противник, есть 2 раненых мирных жителей. Пока до них силовики не смогли дойти, это задача сейчас с утра номер 1. Надеемся, максимально быстро сможем их эвакуировать и доставить в наше лечебное.
That's all, guys. We will be right back for commercial break.
Australian Lads 2023, coming in the June 25th.
When the sun goes down and the night sky falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side. When the sun goes.
We connect you to over 40 destinations, with places that will suit everyone. From places like North Shore to Stepford UFC, there's bound to be a place for you, and we'll get you there in no time. Stepford Connect. Travel with a smile.
City dancing through the night, but I'm not there. You've got me soaring in the clouds, and as the ocean is surrounding me, baby.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's time for chicken.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's time for a feast. Eat a 90-piece bucket, you can tell.
He's been to Clucking Bell. The chicken is a bird with a tiny brain.
So we assume he doesn't feel any pain. We shrink their heads and we breed them fast. 6 wings, 40 breasts, and then they're gassed.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, we're psychotic crazies.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, factory farming's insane.
We denied it all before a stock price fell. Come down to Clucking Bell.
Clucking Bell! If you enjoy it, the chicken didn't die in vain.
Coming soon to the Los Santos Convention Center, it's Mike Andrews.
Poor people, stop complaining. Start living. You can't take the money with you when you die. Even I can't.
He's changed millions of lives with his book, Rags Are Riches. This all-day seminar features workshops on cooking potatoes, dumpster diving, huffing paint, bathing alternatives, and pharmaceutical baking.
Instead of complaining about being poor, lady, enjoy it.
Mike, I can't feed my kids, and the rent's due.
Whoa, bitch, settle it down. Are you saying this ain't the greatest country in the world? Wait, hold on, wait, everyone. USA, USA, USA.
Hear Mike's favorite programs, such as There's No Rich People, The Rich Are Miserable, Play Harmonica, and Expect Less, Achieve More. See Mike Andrews live for only $200, payable in 10 installments. Reserve your seat today.
Have you ever, for the real news content, you cannot watch, over 1,000 of real news content, in everydays, in Monday and Sunday. Introducing Best Galaxy Australian breaking news, the newest and the best. For the working in Phase 1. And the weekends. From finally at Phase 2, there's something differently, a fan-made news content. What are you waiting for? Get the news access. Friday and Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Best Galaxy Australian 2K10 Official, OT3, Best Galaxy Australian Network 2.
There's a war going on in the streets. It's the war on thirst. Sprunk is winning the war on thirst with the new grenade-shaped cans. Hey yo, pull the pin and blow your thirst right off in that brand new taste explosion. Boom! Now that's the sound of refreshment. Sprunk. Go AWOL from the cola wars with an energizing mix of lemon, lime, 10 times the caffeine and sugar. Plus, mercury and benzene for that extra pop. Yo, it'll bring your temperature right up. And the bubbles. Other beverages use carbon dioxide. We use ether to kick up that phase. Thanks to all that mercury, you won't remember anything that tasted so good. Now pick up a Sprunk Thermonuclear 6-pack. Kill thirst and liven up the party. Toss your friends a Sprunk in the grenade-shaped can and enter the Sprunk sweepstakes where you can win a real case of grenades. Sprunk. Blow your thirst right off in that brand new taste explosion.
We're back, guys. Let's move on to the Australian news. Australian News 1, Daniel Andrews has rejected claims a new levy on property investors will lead to rent increases, urging those who use negative gearing to instead claim the expense through the federal tax system. Tuesday's Victorian budget detailed several measures to repay $31.5 billion worth of funds borrowed by the state government during the pandemic, including additional land tax charges forecast to affect about 860,000 property investors. According to the most recent data from the Australian Tax Office, about 35% of these investors will be able to claim the expense under negative gearing arrangements overseen by the federal government. Australian News 2, Just Don't Look Down, is the playful warning attached to the mega drop. The travelling ride carries showgoers to a height of 43 metres before suddenly dropping them at a purported speed of 210 km per hour. The ride, above all rides, is designed to give thrill seekers a pure adrenaline rush, safe in the knowledge their harness will protect them against the acceleration of 1.5 g force and a massive deceleration of 5.5 g force. But on the 14th of May, at the Kilcoy show in Queensland, two young women say they were left without that reassurance after an alleged technical malfunction saw their harnesses open. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Is the finally open in Australian Lads Extra. News 3, an Australian tourist who was missing for 3 days in mountains in Kazakhstan has been found dead, authorities in the Central Asian country said on Tuesday. Police said they had found the body of Melbourne lawyer Jake Michael Hurd, born in 1995, near Big Almaty Lake in the Tian Shan Mountains at an altitude of about 500 m. Australian News 4. The Federal Treasury has referred the PwC tax scandal, involving former partner Peter Collins, to the Australian Federal Police for a criminal investigation. Treasury Department Secretary Stephen Kennedy issued a statement late on Wednesday alleging Collins, PwC's former head of international tax, improperly used confidential Commonwealth information. The accountancy firm's former head has been referred for a police investigation. Okay guys, well, see you tomorrow at Thursday. Bye bye.